This video is dedicated to the Ifrits all around the world, even the ones who are no longer with us. It's especially dedicated to the special five of my pentacle, the special five of my, the special five Ifrits that play a role into my life. And that'll be my guardian, especially for connecting me to Lucifuge to connecting me to Sathamel, and then Lucifuge connecting me to Astaroth and Belial. Thank you so much to the five of you. I want to start off by saying that. So this video is about Ifritial knowledge. How do the Ifrits come to us magicians? And how do we perceive what they're saying? So when I first started this journey, knowing with everything that I know from the Quran, growing up a Muslim, as now I'm an occultist, as Mr. Demonologer, as Sathamel refers to me as such. But it starts in the form of sitting somewhere concentrated, in pure darkness. I'm not gonna say it's easy getting into it because you have to be serious. The jinn, the ifrit and the shaitan do not appear just to appear. For some people they do appear, but it's really to scare them sometime and just observe. They don't really interfere just to interfere. You have to be pretty serious into contacting them for them to actually appear. So if one is aligned with certain forces, they're not fucking around. So yeah, it's definitely not a joke, but that's where it starts, in the moment of concentration, where the body transcends. We ascend from somewhere not of this realm. And even with my eyes open a lot of the time, as my clairvoyant abilities have significantly progressed in a matter of months by the power and the help of Lucifuge, Astaroth, Belial, my guardian, and Sathamel. Thank you to all five of you, but it's progressed immensely. As a Muslim, it's not possible. It's forbidden to have these abilities, especially to contact the jinn, because from an Islam perspective, it's prohibited for human beings to contact realm to get the help of the ifrit and the shaitan, and it's forbidden for the jinn. Just like how it's forbidden for us, it's forbidden to them to come in contact with us as well. So I believe us humans and jinn, we have lots of differences, but I wouldn't say one is more superior than the other. My mindset, I used to think they were better than us because they have so much speed, they have so much strength, and we can't see them. So the moment we're born, we're at a major disadvantage. In the Quran, it states they see you where you cannot see them. And that is a big disadvantage. If you cannot see what's harming you into your life, you are at a major disadvantage. And we can all agree on that. This background music you hear me playing is not just playing to play. These ifrits that are in my life, they love the type of music genre that I've got into, and they love hearing it. It's amazing to my ears as well, my soul. We all, as a collective whole, we all make these videos. We all listen to the music. We all write our personal experiences on Reddit and our demonology community. Me and the five of my ifrits. So being in alignment with ifrits puts a certain type of knowledge into your life that you'll never receive anywhere else, because coming from a Muslim perspective, growing up a Muslim, there's some special people who have dreams and shit, and it actually comes true. And yes, they're not evil dreams. Dreams are, they can be. I mean, I'm not sure if dreams can be evil or not, but they're called a special type of people who God gives dreams and special things that no one knows but them. Because if you can't come out saying that, or people gonna look at you like you're crazy, like you're some prophet. And Muslims, as they know, Prophet Muhammad was the last prophet and the last revelation that was given to him through Jibril, but from Allah, is the Quran, the book of Allah. So how do people come in contact through the Ifrit and the Shaitan? Is it just pure practice? That's a part of it, definitely. But you have to completely shift your belief. As I've been saying in my past videos, so in Freemasonry, they say you can believe in God and still believe in yourself and the higher power and all that. I've looked into Freemasonry, and it makes a lot of sense. I'm not against it, but me personally, for what I'm practicing, I believe you can't fully believe and say you're a Muslim, for example, and claim you're Mr. Demonologer. So, I put my full belief into my Ifritial practice, into my Ifritialism practice, and everything comes to life step by step by the help and the power of the 5 Ifrits in my life. Here's some interesting things. Like a few weeks ago, I was watching a YouTube video called Entities You Should Never Invoke. Soon as I started watching the video, Lucifuge is always at the spirit. Astaroth is always to my left. Belial is always to my right. My Guardian is at the bottom left, and Sathamel is at the bottom right. So as soon as I start watching the video, they just start talking. They were saying so much. I had to keep pausing my YouTube video to really tune into what they were saying. But when you develop a relationship with these Ifrits and Shaitan, you can automatically hear them, thoughts in your head. I'm able to dissociate my thoughts from theirs. And while I was watching the video, that was the first time Astaroth spoke to me like 2 weeks ago. She said, "We know you're still learning," and I'm always going to be learning, but Astaroth said, "We know you're still learning. So to help you out, we'll tell you who's speaking when who's speaking." And then I remember Sathamel just told me that they're so proud of me, all 5 of them, for how far I've came and what I've been through, and it means a lot. Nobody ever tells people that, especially their own people, that they're proud of them. And if they do, they don't really mean it. It's not genuine. Anyone who's took a step in their life, who's suffered, we're proud of you, all 6 of us here. We're really proud of you. Because people think they can't see these plasma beings, these energy, powerful Ifrits into our life. They just think everything is happening just to happen. Certain people, when they do certain actions, they're haunted for it and they don't even know. As I've stated in my last video, some of these Ifrits and Shaitan, they live in people's homes and people are killing them without realizing it, leading up to them being haunted and you having bad luck and your life just going to shit. But once a Shaitan or Ifrit is hung onto a person, we know they can possess people for all types of reasons, and love is certainly one of them. That's certainly one of them. But I want to shift completely from a Muslim perspective, King Solomon was given a gift from God, from Allah, to have the jinn a part of his army and build his temple for him. But it's like he wouldn't dismiss them because, they come and go. He controlled them, so, he would tell them to come and go. But from an occultist perspective, it's like, it's mentioned he wouldn't dismiss them. So when I became comfortable enough into my practice, I stopped dismissing them as well, because I learned the banishment ritual and all of that. Banishment, how to do banishment, and how to do prayers to invoke, and how to let the entities depart, things like that. But of course I proceed with caution. I just take certain precautions into my mind, a protective aura around myself, because it's like, if we have a Qadin that was born with us, our personal devil that a lot of people aren't aware about just because they can't see it, and we have an angel for sure, it's like, do they ever leave? We don't know that. Most likely they're always around. Even if you're praying, they'll watch you from afar, because the Quran says they see you from where you do not see them. So it's like, do they even ever leave? Most likely not, because we constantly get these bad thoughts, and we have constantly good thoughts as well, which we know is from our good soul, our good within us, and from the good angel that's whether in us, whether it's figuratively, or whether it's what's the word I want to say here? I said it the other day, I just don't remember. But so I'm saying, like, whether our angel is like, because we do have an angel, but it's not like actually in us, but it's like here. So it's like when Adam was first created, Iblis, Shaitan, he was flowing through him like how blood flows through us. But it's like, does that mean jinns, our personal Qadin, is like actually in our blood right now along with our angel? I don't think so, but we'll never actually know the truth. I really don't think so. I think they're here, but like beside us. Like they can be in front of us, behind us, wherever, but they're here. That's the whole point that I'm making. And it's like they never really leave. Solomon never dismissed the jinn he was able to control. So it's like certain human beings, they when they invoke or evoke whatever they do with these jinn or these ifrits and shaitan, in a lot of these books that help you do so, they say this is how you give permission to the entities to depart. But it's like me, like I said, when I grew comfortable, I didn't do that, because like I said, when you grow a relationship, when you become knowledgeable about certain things, you become comfortable to do what pleases you. So that's what works for me personally. That's why they're always here, 24/7 with me. Even if they're not speaking to me directly, they're always, like, their presence is always felt and known, and they just speak whenever they please. Now, for my angel, my malaika, I know they're here, but the thoughts of the thoughts coming from, the words coming from the powerful ifrits into my life are so powerful that, my angel says I hear it, but, it's like, because good and evil is like, once you accept your darkness, I feel like in the eyes of Islam, it's looked at as shirk, associating partnership with Allah. I mean, I don't know, but like I said, it's what pleases the human being. In my particular practice, that's what works for me. So It's amazing, really. The knowledge bestowed upon me from these five, it's unheard of. I emailed myself the notes I've been taking from all my rituals and stuff. It's been a lot. Lucifuge, he emerges from darkness. A lot of these jinn, they come and please as they go, but when a ritual or something serious is really done, that's when they emerge the best in full form, because you're paying respect, like you're devoting yourself. You're serious enough to evoke this entity, this Ifrit, this shaitan. You're in. My first couple times doing it, I didn't feel anything at all. But when Lucifuge first spoke to me, he said, "I've been seeing how serious you are about this. I'm proud of you." That's when he first spoke to me. And as I kept doing it, he spoke to me more, you know? And then he brought Sathamel into my life, his emissary of Ifritial. And then brought Astaroth and Belial to me for advancement and more knowledge and, self-preservation. Yeah. So 2 weeks ago, let me talk about that experience too. Like how they don't always do certain things, but you just know when you're into this practice, you just know. That's what I can say. But when the video started, it got super cold, like colder than usual. It wasn't cold in my room, but it got super cold. So I put on my jacket, and certain things were just moving by themselves that don't usually happen. Hear that thunderstorm? A big thunder just happened. That's not by coincidence. Things happen for a reason. But, certain things were just happening that don't usually happen. And when they happen, now I'm so cool about it. I'm like, oh, okay. That's just this entity doing that. I know who's doing it. And if I don't, they always let it be known which one of them is doing it, which I always appreciate. Because they know sometimes I don't know which one is doing what or who's saying what. They always help me out, which I appreciate. It's really interesting as well. I'm totally shifting again, by the way. I started playing COD Mobile with my girlfriend around November-ish. They said that's when I joined. But I've been getting into it pretty much more when I'm free. And the interesting thing about this is there's this gun on there called Phantom's Core. Lucifuge's favorite color is dark colors. He loves the darkness. We emerge from darkness. All five of us, we love darkness. But this is about Lucifuge right here. He loves dark blue, dark purple, and black. So the gun called Phantom's Core is dark purple, dark blue, and black. The blue is not that dark, but it's dark. So me playing the game, getting into it, they have these thing called mythic guns. Like you have to pay for it, and he bought me it. Like, yeah, I worked for it, but he got it for me because I wanted it, but at the same time I didn't. But he really wanted it, so I got it. And the gun is really good, and the gun, it resembles him. The Lucifuge. The Phantom's Core is called the Lucifuge because those are his favorite colors made into the gun. Fascinating. This is Ifritial knowledge.